to the single crochet again. There it is there, right above it, in there. We go, here's the one matching across the other side, and you go into that, yarn over, pull it through, and then all the way through like that. And you end up with a really nice edge. It's nice and flat, and it's connected to both the sides. But it's very important that at the end, the ends meet perfectly like that. And so you can see from where I am, it matches really well because I've been very careful. Okay, so I'll show you what I've done here. I finished off this square and I put 3 buttonholes. There's the first one there, and here, and here. And all you need to do is on the first row here, you'll do a single crochet and then 3 chains, and then the next single crochet, and then when you work back, you just do your single crochet, chain, single crochet. They're very easy to make, and you can make it bigger if you want. I wouldn't go too much bigger, but that's big enough for the buttons that I've got. Now, when I did this white square, at the end of it, I added a little bit more just by going doing the same moss stitch, but just in rows, and you'll see that that folds over like that. Okay, so what ends up happening is eventually I won't be sewing up this edge at all, but I'll be overlapping this, and my buttons will go under here, and they will come through this buttonhole here. So I'll have a button there, and a button here, and a button down the bottom, which you can't see on the screen, but it's down there. Okay, so here's the edge, and I'm running out of yarn, on purpose, might I say. Now what I do is I'm just going to put that in there and leave a little bit. Now, a little trick is to put the stitch marker in your loop so it doesn't run away from you. And this is how you join one end of the yarn to the other end of the yarn. So here it is here. Here's the other end. Now, because we've got white on white, it's a little bit tricky, but I hope you'll be able to see how I'm doing it. So this tail gets wrapped around the one that's left on your wool, just like that. Then we cross this over and just do a very simple slip knot. Well, not a slip knot, whatever that's called. I don't even know what it's called, but you know what I mean. Just like the beginning of a shoelace, and tighten it as tight as you can there. Okay, now we grab the other end, which is this end, which is connected to the work, and we tie it around in the same way, just like when you start your shoelaces or bow. Tie that through there and do a knot as tight as you can. Then we pull both ends, this end near the work and this end near the running yarn, and you pull like so. Pull it as tight as you can. Then you get your scissors and you can cut as close as you want to the edge of that knot. I'm going to cut it as close as I can. There. And there. Now you do have a knot but it's not going anywhere. There's no way that's going to come apart.